Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another episode of For the Moms. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any future videos. And without further ado, I would like to go on the topic of dating your spouse. So this idea came to me this weekend when I went out for dinner with some of my girlfriends, and where most of us were on the same page when talking about our relationship with our spouse. Two of us felt like they were kind of drowning and not seeing eye to eye with their partner. And so from our discussions, I kind of realized that it is very important to keep dating your spouse. And by that, I don't mean like dress up all fancy, book a reservation, and spend $200 on a meal and get your kids babysat. What I mean is like the little intentional things that you can do at home with your spouse. Of course, to do all these things, you have to be willing. It doesn't come easy. It's a lot of compromise. I know that a lot of times at the end of the day, after we've gone to work, pick up the kid, drove in traffic, made supper, had supper, bathed the children, read them a story, put them to bed, prepared lunches, wash ourselves, we kind of just want to lay down, not be bothered, no one talk to me, don't touch me, I just want to watch an episode. And I know that it's so easy to just fall into that pattern of, you know, like, well, my husband's doing his own thing and so am I, so like, we're fine. It is okay to have days like this. I myself have days like this. My husband himself has days like this, and it's okay to give your significant others some space. But not too much space. Like, don't get too comfortable in that. You have to keep dating each other, make things romantic when you can. For instance, for us, for those of you who don't know, my husband used to be a personal trainer. And so, yes, I am blessed to be living with a personal trainer. And so what I've decided to do is try to get back into shape a year postpartum and kind of have him coach me at home. So every day during the week, he gives me a workout of 15 to 25 minutes and we do that together, and it kind of keeps us like, we bond through that in a sense, because for him, he's super confident, he's in his element, he's loving, sharing, and showing me all the tips and tricks that he learned himself. And on my end, it helps me better understand stuff, and it's fun to be learning from somebody that you love and has your best interests at heart as well. Because we live in Montreal, right now it's like super cold outside, but during the good weather, after we put the children to bed and we've cleaned up the kitchen and put the dishes away and all that stuff, we like to unwind a little bit at the door or on our terrace with a good drink or an iced coffee or whatever we're feeling that day. Even if it's just for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we get, like, you know, the load of the day off our shoulders. We talk about we talk to each other, and we kind of like, you know, what I liked about my day, what I didn't like, and like, oh, what's for supper tomorrow? What would you like me to make for supper? Do you have something specific in mind? Like those little things. My husband doesn't always watch the same TV shows as I do. So sometimes what he will do is, like, if I'm watching a TV show, he'll come and cuddle with me on the sofa while I watch it. He doesn't necessarily watch the show, but he will sit next to me with his laptop or like with a book, or he's kind of a nerd, so maybe with his game, his Switch, I guess. I don't know the names of all these games, but my 4-year-old will tell you. So yeah, like the little intentional stuff. When I pick them up after work, I pick up my husband and the children at daycare, I always pack a snack bag for the kids in the car, because sometimes we do get stuck in traffic. And for my husband, I always like to pack him a coffee and a little snack as well, like just a little something like, hey, I was thinking of you. I know you might have had a shitty day or a long day or maybe even a good day, but it's nice to see you. And I thought of you as I was leaving the house to pick you up. Like little things like this. Sometimes we like to fill up the tub with water after supper and have the children play for a little bit before we actually go and wash them down. So during that time, my husband and I will like sit in the hallway or at the table where we do see the bathtub, and we just take our little 20 minutes to decompress, remind each other of like, hey, on Saturday, did you remember it's so and so's birthday? We're going there. Are we taking the car? Are we doing this? Or, you know, like little things to just keep in touch and keep each other in the loop. And I think it's very important. And like I said, it's very easy to just let go and be like, well, if my husband's doing his own thing, so am I. But then you kind of fall into that pattern, and then it's just like, before you know it, you're just living with a roommate and you're not being romantic anymore or any of that stuff. And we kind of went through that after having my first child, because the delivery and everything was not the best, and I did suffer from postpartum depression. So we kind of went down that rabbit hole, and I promised myself that I would never go through that again. And going to supper with my friends, I realized that it's such a normal thing to go through as a couple. You have like the honeymoon phase, and then like, oh my God, the newborn baby phase. And then it's just like, you just slump. And there were days I remember saying like, well, I don't know, like, what does he want to do? I don't understand. Does he think like I can read his mind? And like, I'm always doing everything and he's doing nothing. And it's very important to not think that way. We're not mind readers, even though men think we are. I know this because of my husband and now my boys. They just assume that I know what they're thinking. And it's like, we're not, and vice versa. Like, men won't know what women want and what we like. And in that moment, like how we're feeling, or, you know, is it that time of the month? Do we need to be left alone? Or did we wake up with a migraine? Or yada, yada, yada. We're very complicated human beings, and it's not just because we're women that we're complicated. Men too have layers, and it's important to understand each other and communicate and know what those wants and needs are from each other. And I just wanted to make this video to encourage you guys to try that. I know that it takes a little bit more effort and energy, and at the end of the day, it's sometimes not always easy, especially with the mental workload on you and all that stuff. But it is very important, because these children are ours for a short time, and when they become adults, they will leave the nest and they will become independent, and it is our dream that they do so and that they're able to venture into the world and all that. And then we're left with our spouse, and we're kind of left in a house empty, just the two of us in silence. And I don't want that to be the only thing we're left with. So it is important to nurture that relationship and keep, keep being romantic with each other in the small gestures. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Going to the restaurant, getting dressed up and paying almost $200 for a meal, it doesn't sound ideal, but it is okay to do once in a while. And if your budget permits, every week, and if your babysitter permits, every day. I mean, if that's your spiel, stick to it. But don't forget to be with each other, because your family started with you and your relationship and your love. And it is important to keep that going, for your sake, your spouse's sake, and for your kids' sake. Because when mommy and daddy are happy and you're pouring from a full cup, then your children do see it. They do see it, and they're always watching, whether they tell you or not. They're watching, and it is important for them to see how much daddy loves mommy and how much mommy loves daddy, and all the little things that you do without being asked, just because it is nice to do something for somebody, and it is nice to do intentional stuff. And so I just wanted to make the video to encourage you guys to keep that going and to put that extra effort, because it does pay off. And that's it. Like, if you are in that slump, this is your reminder to get out of it. And if you are already doing the same as myself, then keep going, because hard work pays off, and that is in all aspects of life, in relationships, work, and in everything that you do. So yeah, keep going. And I'm very proud of you if you are in a slump and you decide right now, this instant, that you're getting out of it, because it's not easy, but it is worth it. So stay tuned for the next video. I love your faces. Catch you on the next one. Bye.